What's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
I am CEO AALIYAH.
It's your boy DJ B4EY.
Yes, sir. It's the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show, man. We back, man. We had a nice little hiatus, but the block has been hot since we've been gone, man. The last 2 weeks been kind of crazy.
Facts.
So listen, up first, block is hot, man. Our ratchet, sophisticated news, as I like to consider it, sophisticated news, people. So listen, the block has been kind of hot, man. First article for today: Black mother of 4 loses her life after an altercation with an unidentified white woman, which they did end up identifying. Did y'all hear about that article?
No.
All right, man. We're gonna play it real quick. Check this out.
Ajika A.J. Owens, a mother of 4, was shot and killed by an unidentified woman in Ocala, Florida. According to civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is now representing the Owens family, AJ's children, who are 3 to 12 years old, were playing in a field next to an apartment complex when a 58-year-old white woman allegedly began yelling at them to get off her land and calling them racial slurs. According to Crump's statement, the children left, but accidentally left behind an iPad, which the woman took. When one of the kids tried to retrieve it, the woman threw it, hitting the boy and cracking the screen. Ms. Owens walked across the street to speak to the woman. But Crump's office says when she knocked on the door, the neighbor allegedly shot her through the closed front door. The bullet hole is shown here in photos provided by Crump's law firm.
Wow.
Yo, I don't know about nobody else.
Hold up.
That article made me extremely upset.
So they left the iPad. She took the iPad, went to go retrieve it.
So what happened was they was beefing for a little while. And what the thing is, allegedly, the white woman was the one that was triggering a lot of the beef. And what happened prior to that whole situation with the iPad, I heard the white woman, she threw a skate, like a rollerblade at one of the kids and hit him.
For real?
And she was calling them she was calling them the N-word and a whole bunch of slurs and stuff like that. So she was triggering a lot of it.
So she never got arrested for that?
Bro, I don't think so, because it then, I guess, I don't know if it was the same time period or a little bit after, it ended up leading to this situation where the kids was playing in the field. They left their iPad in the field or whatever the case might be.
Was it her yard?
No, it was a field in the neighborhood type joint, with a swing. I'm guessing a little
so she
public
found
area.
the iPad was a thing.
She knew they was there, and I guess she took the iPad in her house and yada yada yada. So the mom went to go, I guess, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Champ. The mom went to go retrieve the iPad.
Yeah.
She went to go retrieve the iPad, and in the process of her approaching the house to go retrieve the iPad, nothing. The lady just shot off a gun and shot her and killed her in front of her kids, bro.
So how do they know that this is where's this information coming from about this story? The iPad story? Did the white lady tell the story? What we getting this from? Because the lady dead. So who's telling this?
It possibly could have been the kids, because they did say that she had kids from 4 to 12. So her oldest was 12. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And they was, I believe they was with her when she was going to retrieve the iPad.
And then the lady just opened fired and shot the mom in front of the kids right there on her step.
Through the door.
So first of all, she went to do the find on iPad, so that's how she knew it was at the house.
Potentially, yeah. I'm guessing that's what happened.
Wow, it's almost feel like somewhat of a setup.
Not
to say the kid, you know what I'm saying, but
I don't know if it's a setup, but the thing is, when you got white privilege, you think you can get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? So the simple fact that she did that. You know what I'm saying? And then she tried to use stand my ground as
the Florida law.
But
wait, the thing was because she on her property, she can do whatever.
But
the George Zimmerman situation.
But the thing is, there was an article that just came out, I believe today, where the police officers were saying this was not a stand my ground.
It's not. It's not.
Can't be.
What qualifies something to be a stand my ground?
When you
that's DJ
when you basically you feel threat. So Georgia and Florida law is kind of different. But you must meet that threat with equal force.
So if she would have came with a gun and it was out and whatever.
If she came with a weapon and stuff like that, but still at the end of the day, the door was closed, so there was no.
Yeah, they ain't even had no interaction yet.
It could have been the kids. She didn't care at all. It could have been one of the kids.
And what if the kids? Because the kids probably was with her.
No, they were.
No, he said they was.
Oh yeah, so she could have shot the kids.
They watched their mama get shot.
That's crazy.
No, I ain't trying to what? She get hot in the head or something?
I don't know.
No, she didn't die right away. She died, I think, a few hours later in the hospital.
Wow.
Based on the proximity of where the bullet was in the door, It kind of looked like it was like a chest shot type situation.
Let me tell you, like police.
I want to see how this lady look.
I'm looking for her. I don't see it. They probably not gonna. She's 58 years old.
They just released her name. I don't know what her name is.
Susan Louise.
I bet you typed it in on Facebook. She come up.
Oh yeah, of course. You know they
probably got her gone.
Hey, in jail. Hey, they better put her in some protective custody.
Oh man, that's crazy. But
facts.
But see, yeah, when the doors closed, you can't really say that she was trying to do something.
Unless
she was trying to kick the door in. Like that's crazy. And police officers, they do this all the time. Like they never knock on the door. Like they always on the side of your door. Like I'm moving around. They always on the side of the door when they knock on the door.
Just for that simple reason
right there. And I do the same thing. I never knock on somebody else's door I don't know, standing in front of it.
Bro, that's cap. You won't be coming in the studio sideways.
Huh? I literally said I don't know.
I'm talking joint. All right, man. Next topic, man. We got Derek Minor, man. This one kind of popped up. I think I seen it originally on the Cruise Hip Hop Corner. Shout out to the Cruise Hip Hop Corner, man. They said the original topic was, can we discuss why are we accepting mediocrity as a standard for Christian hip hop? Let's listen to what he got to say, y'all.
Or you might be a phenomenal artist that has dumbed down your content so bad because you know that it's gonna sell and it's gonna react with a certain audience. I feel like if we say we love God and we say that we're giving this to him, that it doesn't make sense for us to make cheesy music because it sells. Then we're no different than some con artists out there. Like, dog, don't be a con artist. Like, my goal is to create art that's gonna last forever. I hope your goal is to create art that's gonna last forever. Because if our faith is eternal, we should be trying to make our art eternal. So everybody, this is my little public service announcement. Like, let's go to the next level. We can't complain about people not respecting us, people not taking us serious, if we won't take ourselves serious enough to make art that's gonna be amazing. So I love y'all.
Drop a bomb or something for this one, DJ, because I've literally built my entire career as being Legacy of Prince off of calling Christian hip hop artists corny.
We got an artist in the building.
I rock with Chris Elijah, man. Chris Elijah in the building,
man. We got two of them, my bad.
And Queen Lee goes without saying, man. Flow Mafia Records on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But listen, I agree with the sentiments of this. I really do feel like a lot of Christian hip hop artists have dumbed down the essence of CHH.
Oh, dang, that's her? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the white woman? She looked like a Karen, but she's a Susan.
She definitely a Karen. I ain't into that.
I just play. Corny Christian hip hop artist, DJ, how you feel about it?
I
know a lot of them your friends.
Wow.
I know a lot of them your friends.
Some corny, let me see. Some people can't rap. Some of them, yeah.
You don't be telling them though.
They don't really ask some of the persons that I know probably have not personally asked me. Is it up? But I agree, there are some corny joints going on out there. We gotta really step up the bar when it comes to this, because it's everything has changed over time. Like the production quality has gotten a whole lot better. It's a lot of dope artists. The concept, a lot of testimonies that need to be told that haven't been told through the music. For one. So
what about the art overall? How do you feel about people just
I personally, all right, so I'm gonna say this so we can just get this off my chest. I feel that there's a lot of stuff that's not being taken serious enough. Like, I think that we're so caught up in some of the ways on how we do certain things that we missed how we should be moving in a sense. So even when you talk about the lyrics, some of the lyrics to me is it's not up to par, and then sometimes I hear something from somebody and it's like, yo, okay, I'm rocking with you, and then I hear like a couple of songs, I'm like, nah, that's not I don't really like it, it's not good. Okay. And I'm only because I've heard that your body work was better before, and I know you can do better.
Yeah.
Especially on features. That's a lot of times what some people miss.
Who?
Some people.
Okay. Legacy.
Cool. Aaliyah, do you feel like CHH is providing their best quality work?
She's an artist, by the way.
I think that the people that are corny that he's talking about, I think they don't know.
They don't know they corny?
I think they don't know.
Why?
Because, so let me say this.
And that's why I'm here, baby.
Listen, I think that people genuinely be thinking that they putting out good music. But it might not be in their calling. They might not be graced to do it, whatever.
That's true.
They may to them it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about myself, right? So first time getting in the studio ever, boom, glow, whatever. Listening to those now with the type of rapper that I am now, I hate it. It sounds so bad to me. Bars was so trash to me. That's why when y'all see playing, I be like, please don't play that around nobody. I don't want to hear that. But I genuinely at the time thought it was good music. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the time they may be thinking that it's good music. I mean, you grow in your artistry, you grow in your creativity, you grow in your bars, you grow as an artist in general. So maybe later on, that music will get better. But I feel like the ones that are putting out, now with some that know that they're not called to and they still just doing it because, like we always say, Christian hip hop is trending or it's the hype right now or whatever. Yep. But I feel like the ones who are doing it, I feel like some of them genuinely don't know that it's bad.
Wow.
Because they won't be sending this music out.
But why do you think they don't know it's bad? And then how can we fix it?
I think they need to stop.
No, but how can we fix that?
There's no stopping corny music, bro. Unless you genuinely want to.
You know what? That's like, okay. But I feel like it goes to them growing. That just goes to them growing. Because that's like saying like, okay, when I was very emotionally led, that's like, somebody used to tell me like, when you gonna grow, you need to grow up and stop being so emotionally led or whatever. But at the time, I didn't think that I was. I didn't understand what he was saying. But now that I've grown to a certain level, now I see, dang, I did need to grow up back then. I did. So it's not a like, can they need to stop? It's like, no, they need to just grow in their artistry.
But this is the thing though. You were open to growth. Or you experience a growth trajectory.
But you gotta understand,
but most people don't want to do that. They think they arrived.
It's not that they don't want to. If people are putting this corny music, like somebody put out a corny song and then it go crazy in the charts, hit the charts and whatever, they gonna keep on trying to put out that level of music.
Cap, what corny song you know hit the charts? Name 5.
I can't name 5.
Charts?
But I can name some.
Chris Elijah in the building. Which corny song you know?
Hey, somebody get that man.
Speed Racer. I just like.
Well, I don't know
Speed Racer tough. Speed Racer tough.
I don't know about the charts, but
Po Baby. I don't know, Chris. I'm playing Chris.
In the Christian community, it don't have to hit the charts.
I'm playing Chris.
Chris.
What corny song you know hit the charts, Chris?
It's a lot of corny songs.
Just give me one solid one.
What chart you talking about?
Secular or just?
We're not talking about secular. We're talking about CHH. He was talking about
Derek Minor was
talking
hit the chart.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say not
necessarily
necessarily hit the charts, but it's very talked about in the Christian community. Like people really be bumping it.
This is my thing, right? I feel like one, you have to be open to critique, especially as an artist. I feel like you have to be open to critique. You can't get mad at people for giving their opinion on your music. You have to be open to critique as an artist, period. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way you foster room for growth, because guess what? People in your corner, you might be the breadwinner. You might be that guy in the group. So most people, because of proximity of being close to you, they might not tell you for real that, yo, that ain't it, bro. You see what I'm saying? But when you listen to the masses and they tell you, or you listen to like, look, man, I feel like there's a deeper level. You see what I'm saying? I've even said that on the radio about you, Chris. I was like, yo, Chris make great music. I feel like there's a level he's about to hit, or I feel like there's another level he's can go to. Yeah. That, and I've said that on the radio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We critique your music. I've said it. But you got to be open to that. Like, all right, what's your walk with God? Like, all right, God, what's next? What's the next level of where I'm at? Because people can get caught. But that's what I'm saying.
They have to ask the right question. That still goes back to growth.
But if you don't want to grow, then there's nothing you can do with an artist. You're going to get stuck in a corny category
I thought we were talking about corny. Like, that's an opinion.
Yeah.
It's stuff that's blowing up that I think corny. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But it all go back to opinion.
Corny CHH?
Definitely.
So then that's still an opinion regardless.
That's what I'm saying. I don't love it as an opinion.
Don't necessarily mean that it's right.
Because you might think it's dope, and I might think it's corny, and you might play it on here.
But let's be honest. The mass majority of CHH is significantly corny. It's just the bars be mediocre. The bars be ABCs, like we Dr. Seuss.
But you know why? You know why?
Why?
Everything come from where? Top down.
Okay.
When you got the bigger artists doing that, the artists under them are gonna follow suit. So okay, I know that song that's a simple song.
Okay.
He ain't even try. He know it's gonna blow in the genre. He or she know it's gonna blow in the genre. They didn't even try to, you know what I'm saying, pull their pen out. They just went in there and made a song. They know everybody gonna react a certain way to it because we got this production, we got this, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they tried their hardest.
So before we go, right, why do you think artists get so mad when people like me say, yo, that's I don't feel like you've done your best work on it.
That go back to you. You're right. That's growth. You need to grow in the area. You need to be able to receive criticism. You're right. That's where it go. But I don't think that necessarily makes corny music or not, because they might take that and be like, oh, I'm finna go make 20 more songs and all on whack. You know what I'm saying? But
and then it's also about the circle of people you got around you too. I feel like you got to have some real solid people around you that's gonna hold you accountable and say like, yo, look, bro, I feel like, because I've even done that with Aaliyah. Am I lying? I've done that with Aaliyah. I'm like, all right, that was cool, but I feel like you can go deeper.
Yeah.
I'm not accepting that. I'm not gonna let you put that out. That was cool, but the type of artist that I know you are, and the type of artist the artistry you've been exposed to, you know what I'm saying, rolling with the type of people that she kind of came up around, I'm like, nah, you know you can go. I don't feel like this is your best work, sis. And she go back and come back like, bruh, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just left the stool, bruh. You gotta listen to this. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, that's
the willingness to grow, though. That's the willingness to do better. Push yourself. So
that's facts.
I think a lot of people don't push themselves, like what you saying in our genre.
Yeah. That's facts, man. Yo, that's been The Block is Hot, man. We got more with the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show when we come back, man. So y'all keep it locked. We'll be back.